woman was starving on the deserted island for 10 days, but after catching fish, she didn't eat it immediately. Instead, she mashed the fish into a pulp and threw it into the sea. Then, she held a sharpened wooden spear and stared at the sea surface, waiting for prey. Soon, sharks were attracted by the fish smell and came towards the sea. The woman exerted all her strength and thrust the spear, successfully catching the shark. Although she was happy and shouted, she didn't immediately consume the prey. Instead, she hung the shark's body on a tree and hid herself nearby to observe secretly. It seemed that she was luring some creature to appear. After waiting for a long time without success, she fell into a deep sleep. When she woke up, she found that the shark on the tree had disappeared. She immediately looked around alertly, but everything was calm. The next day, she found a half-dead shark carcass on the beach. The scratches on it were definitely not left by ordinary wild animals. What was even more terrifying was that on the way back, the ground was covered with broken limbs and the bodies of her companions, making her shiver all over. She finally realized that the monster in the dark no longer only preyed on fish. Anna sharpened the wooden spear for self-defense and searched everywhere on the island, but found nothing. Then, a strange sound came from the tree hole. She bent down carefully and peeked inside. It turned out to be a seabird. Anna's tense nerves finally relaxed. She planned to go to the sea to search for supplies, but unexpectedly, a suitcase and an iron bucket were floating on the sea surface. She took a deep breath and dived into the deep sea, but the scene before her made her heart race. A huge pit suddenly appeared below, and the cave kept expanding, seemingly swallowing everything around. There were also continuous low growls from underground. Anna didn't dare to stay long and quickly surfaced. Fortunately, she narrowly escaped. That night, Anna was eating grilled fish while thinking about the way to survive. Suddenly, the roar of an airplane startled her. She immediately fired the signal gun for help, but the illuminated firelight revealed the outline of the monster in the distance. She finally understood the cause of her companion's death. Anna hurriedly ran back to the camp, picked up the spear and hid in the woods. But as soon as she hid, the monster came over. She held her breath hoping that the monster would leave quickly. Fortunately, the monster didn't notice her and left. Although no monster found her, Anna was no longer safe here. She planned to use the life jacket and the box for buoyancy to escape, but the box kept flipping over and she couldn't climb up even after many attempts. This also led to the failure of her plan to escape from the deserted island. Helplessly, she had to use canvas, ropes and belts to build an elevated hammock on the tree to avoid danger at night. Late at night, a strange sound woke Anna up. She vigilantly checked around, but there was no one. Just as she relaxed her guard, a low growl came from under the hammock. She could only pray silently not to discover herself. Fortunately, the monster left soon. To see the true appearance of the monster, she hung her companion's body on the tree as bait, then hid nearby and observed intently. After a while, the monster suddenly appeared and swallowed the body hanging on the tree. This terrifying scene made Anna unable to breathe, and she finally saw the monster's appearance. At this time, the airplane flew by again, and the roar of the plane drove the monster away. Anna was excited and wanted to shout for help, but the monster suddenly appeared in front of her. She hurriedly covered her mouth. When the monster left, Anna's mind became increasingly determined to leave the deserted island. Not long after, a lifeboat drifted by on the sea.